Good evening, Twitch. How you doing? It's Monday night. We are back with more Hand of Fate 2. Hopefully you've had yourself a wonderful weekend. Hopefully you're getting ready for Black Friday in order to take the time and start planning out what you want for Christmas and what you also want to get everyone else. Very important to take the time to actually do that. But why don't we just jump on straight into Hand of Fate 2? We have so much more game to go through, and these mission objectives, these cards, our scenarios are getting longer and longer by the minute. And I, so far, have actually been enjoying it. Finally actually figured out what weapon tokens do in our last stream, where every single weapon token has a specific requirement, usually utilizing destroying a very specific enemy and in a very specific manner. I actually did unlock one of those cards during our last stream, and we just also unlocked the third companion, which is the soldier. I've been very pleased about our progress so far. Another 2 done.
The cards fall again and everything changes. A new applicant approaches. A new story unfolds. The stakes are raised.
It's like actually we're still fighting across the Empire here as we go towards the end of the world. How many do we have unlocked now? So how many do we have here? So we completed, what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we completed 8 challenges. We still have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. I'm surprised it actually doesn't say, like, complete X amount of challenges. It just says complete more challenges. That's something that they could probably improve. It's clear they're unlocking in sets of 3. But we have Strength, that's going to be our next challenge, and hopefully we can tackle the Hermit, the Wheel, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance. Very interesting, really. For now, though, why don't we take a look at our next mission, our next objective, our next story. The story of Strength. Stealing half of an ancient relic from an ogre has left you dying and cursed. Gear up and claim the other half of Adesia's charm. Grievous wound. Start with 10 life. Eating food does not heal. Draknar the Mighty. A high defense will help reduce damage from the ogre's devastating onslaught. Dice. There be dice! Alright, well, wait, we have no companion. Oh no, we need to put in a companion. Well, if we know we have dice, we should actually put in our wanderer friend, Kolbjorn. That should hopefully help us. Actually, I should actually go back here. We did actually unlock the soldier, so she's actually of the Empire. You can actually tell from the corner there. That gives us, apparently she has a combo attack, and she's a melee fighter as well. When activated, Estrella performs powerful attacks that causes knockdown. Stay close to charge her ability faster. That is a very quick charge. Optionally, retry any failed precision gambit, but lose your companion for 3 turns. That is actually a really good one, because precision gambits are very difficult. Melee fighter. Fights in close quarters with a sword and defends herself with her pistol. Let's go to encounters here. So, from our last one, the Chariot here, we unlocked the Alchemist, we unlocked the Mayor Farwater, that is the Soldiers. Quesser, Yvonne's Cottage. Follow the Goblin, we unlocked that from the previous token, One Drunken Knight. Street Fighter, and we still have all of these here, so we're actually going to be cursed throughout our adventure. Oof, that's actually going to hurt. You know what, we'll actually add the Shrine. Arm Wrestling, I kind of like that one, actually, but I want to add the new ones, too. I think we have a lot we can actually add. Add Yvonne's Cottage, let's follow the Goblin, follow the Knight, and let's do Street Fighter. If we can, this might... Cheerful Woodcutter is actually really one you actually want to get, although I don't know if I can actually get enough gold for that. Oh, I can have multiple platinum cards now. Interesting. Ooh, that is so tempting. Let's add that. Not really a fan of the betting house. Start with 10, though. I'm gonna find peaceful ways. If I only start with 10 health. That's really bad. Combat efficiency, fight the Empire. Find the wilds. That would actually be helpful. Ooh, you can get cursed from fame and shame. Fork in the road, real map. This is rough. A lot of the gains and such, you actually have to throw a lot of stuff away. These are straight blessings to gain max life. You know what? Let's actually go back. I want to actually... You know what? Let's take the chance. Let's actually try and gain enough gold here. A new trail. Bird skirmish. And, ooh, did I run out of space already? I did. Darn shame. We have Archer's Bane. Let's add the Archer's Bane. If we're fighting ogres. So we got the Encrusted Mace. That was actually a gift. That was the reward for unlocking the... What was it? Where's that hammer? Not have it anymore? Wait. Where'd our hammer go? What? Hey, wait a minute. Did we lose a hammer? I guess we lost one of our weapons. That's kind of weird. Let's add the Exquisite Blade for money. Let's add Heath's Ire for money. Fighting ogres here. Should probably add a shield here. Blinding Brew. Lightning Bomb. Oh, I'm not fighting Corrupted. Empire's Burden. I'm actually curious what that is. Rethgar's Quake. Why don't we try that? That'll be our artifact. I'm guessing that's an artifact. Let's try the Felvin's Favor. We need stuff with dice. That. Ooh. You know, I'm okay with that. I want to try the Grifter's Companion. Gambler's Jewel. There's going to be dice, so we need to make sure of that. Yeah, we're going to add the Ruby Ring. That'll be useful. We need one that helps us avoid dice roll. Deal more damage the more life you lose in combat. Fighting ogres. We might actually keep... I don't think what else is actually worth a lot. 30... 37... 33... 34... You know, we'll add the billy clubs. And we will... take the max... 5 max life. Get the leather armor. And I think we're actually... activate the weapon ability to unlock this token. Yeah, let's actually do the Warrior's Axe then. Let's just begin. Start with 10 life. Eating food does not heal. Oh, that is going to be a challenge.
It seems you too are hasty. Here is our evidence of your eagerness to leap into difficulties you cannot face. You must know yourself, hone yourself, sharpen your wits and your sword against the challenges ahead.
The bitter taste of blood is the first indicator that you're still alive. Blind and disoriented, you make out a voice calling to you. Wake up! Wake up! A voice rings in your ears. You still with us? A pair of strong hands shake you upright. Your vision steadies as Kolbjorn's somber face swims into view. Ask what happened. Kolbjorn gestures you to be quiet. Wait a minute. Something's off here. No, it's working. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Kjorborn gestures you to be quiet. He presses his back up against a boulder beside you and grimaces, holding his side. As your head clears, a booming voice echoes from the deep in the foggy marsh. Oh, where have you crawled, ghastly mice? Lest your insides be gut and bones be crunched. You peer around the rock, and from the mist steps an ogre, 3 times as tall as a man, with a lumpen, vicious face. His one good eye darts about wildly as he surveys the area, hunting for something. The ogre grunts and scoops up a broken, shining trinket from the ground, splashed red with blood. Ruined with your dirty blood, wretched cut purses. Riven in two. His great hideous face turns red. If thou listen, here, I will find the Trin, then I will eat thine eyes. Ooh, I'm gonna need a lot of water for this. The ogre lifts his club and smashes a tree trunk in anger. The tree creaks and crashes to the ground as Draknar the ogre turns and disappears back into the mist. Kolbjorn grimaces as he holds his side, attempting to hide the severity of his injuries. Here, you are injured. Eat. He throws you a medicinal herb bun. Weak to your bones, you gratefully take a bite. And the bread turns to ash in your mouth. You consume one food. Food does not heal. A sinking realization, you pull the other half of the ogre's trinket from your pack. Sure enough, you feel a wrongness emanating from it. While holding only half, food does not restore life. This card cannot be discarded. Stab of hunger hits your stomach. There's only one thing for it. You must steal back the other half from the ogre that almost killed you. Defeat Draknar the Mighty. That is our objective. That is going to be a very big challenge. The closest town is Drapier, Kolbjorn whispers hoarsely. We cannot hope to defeat an ogre now. Summoning your remaining strength, you lift yourself to your feet and stagger to town. No idea of the lay of the land, you know not what lies ahead of you. So far we're going this venture alone. The wilds are home to many a rebel, criminal, and beast. 7 of skulls? Jeez. Well, at least they're not too bad.
Today.
Oh! I could find some health potions. I didn't think about that. I should have added the health potions to my supplies. With the battle resolved, you scavenge what you can from the remains. Armory. Ooh, the elusive charm. What does this do? Escape from snare more easily. Interesting. Can only be equipped with a one-handed weapon. Go with the elusive charm.
Nations hold themselves in such high regard. The Southerners raise themselves in contrast to their neighbors, and so the distances between us continue. Good luck taking this token from me.
Oh. Wasn't expecting to come across that so soon.
Brawling on the street for money. These are actions I'd expect of the usurper, but from you, I had hoped to see better.
One day you come across a bare-knuckle competition in an alley. That's right, Street Fighter was actually in the original, was in the first one. An old man with few remaining teeth notes your interest. When choosing your opponent, he wheezes, remember that your purse, if you survive, will depend quickly on how you beat them. Fight the Northerners, fight the Empire, fight the thieves. Fight the Empire. Between all of them, fight the Empire. I think that would be the most... I would hope would be the easiest.
Quickly.
Ooh. How much money that's worth. It's pretty much a flawless fight. I like the stun mechanic. It increases the damage done to your enemies. You're one to be reckoned with, the organizer comments as he brings forward his chest. 20 gold. And max life. More gold. Swamplands. After another day of rainfall, the marshlands swell into the swamp. Water and mud obscure the path ahead. As you press on, every direction begins to look the same.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
I think they need to add more lines for the dice gambit.
Well done. You continue to impress.
With some luck, you find your way to higher and drier ground. Back on the path, you continue your journey. Oof, I guess it was a fail only.
Push forward towards your final confrontation.
There's nothing else to do, so let's move on.
Too many words obscure the actual truth of the matter. Sometimes simple actions tell all.
Approaching Drapier's gates, you notice a woman of enormous stature, dressed in a blue tunic and leather apron. 3 smithing hammers hang from her waist. So, last companion? The woman rushes forward and embraces you, burying you in her chest. The gods be praised, she cries. I thought you'd surely be dead. He releases you and looks you up and down. Look at you, she says before you can get a word in. That fell piece didn't hold back now, did it? She whips around to face your companion. Bjorn, she bellows. I thought I told you to keep him out of trouble. I warned you about Draknar, and look what happened. You know better than to steal from an ogre. Bjorn wanders past the fuming woman and down to the river to fish in peace. As she pauses for a breath, you seize your chance to interrupt. Who is she? I am Ariad. I can't pronounce her name. Ariande? No. Hang on a second, we're gonna be doing this for a while. Ariande. Ariadne. Huh. The blacksmith's daughter, she says, surprised. We met at the Black Ale pub the night before you set off to steal Odysseus' charm. I almost broke your wrist arm wrestling, remember? As she pauses for breath, you seize your chance to interrupt. Let's see. She pokes at the broken ornament gingerly. Forgive me if I don't take it. The curse of Odysseus' charm only affects the wielder. If it makes you feel any better, the ogre is probably starving now too. For the looks of the silverwork, this is an old relic indeed. Draknar, she says. Orm Draknar the Mighty, as he is known, has lived in these parts for an age. Many have tried to fell the beast before your 2 misfits, that's for sure. But few live to tell the tale. The ogre is notorious for ambushing travelers and traders alike. Not even Empire soldiers are safe in these parts. Accumulated a wealth of treasures plucked from his victims, including that cursed relic you have now. Ariadne shakes her head. One blow from Draknar's club would crush you. You won't survive unless you get a good set of armor on you. Increase your defense in order to survive the ogre. Listen, I help run a traveling forge. It's currently heading here. 10 out of 60 defense. So I had to get 60 defense as well. Okay. Come see us. We'll sort you out with some good and proper armor. The piece of Adicia's charm weighs heavy in your pack. You wish to fling it into the mire, but some strange magic stays in your hand. Starving and injured, you rest a while in town. I have to get 60 defense. How am I supposed to do that? So wait, does that actually reduce my armor? It does. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need defense then. By the side of a waterfall, you meet a young woman with striking gray hair. She is holding a baby. Greetings, traveler. Treat these waters with caution. They are not to be meddled with. If you're parched, you're welcome to stop by my cottage. I have a pie cooling on my windowsill, too. Behind her, a little wooden sign that reads, Waterfall of Youth. Very dangerous. Stay clear. I'm Yvonne, the woman says she leads you to her cottage. As was promised, a hearty beef pie awaits you. You enjoy it with a side of mashed potatoes. With the meal finished, Yvonne asks you to help her while she puts the baby to sleep. A rare sunshine flower grows nearby, and she'd like you to gather a bloom. It feels impolite to refuse. Sunshine sprouts from the rocks behind the waterfall. If you were careful, you could climb out to retrieve one without falling into the water. Let's try and help her. Remembering the warning, you inch your way along the rock, gingerly moving from stone to stone.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
You manage to grab a ledge and regain your balance. From here, you reach the sunshine, bag it, and make your way back to the shore. Yvonne is delighted to see the sunshine. Most travelers just eat and leave. And thanks, she gives you a gift. This will protect you in your travels. Okay. Wetland ambush, stirring the mire, and dealing with thieves.
Nicely done.
Well, as much as I hate this, I want to actually encounter as many encounters as I can.
You must be ready for whatever will come. The usurper will give us no warning.
And if I know what's up ahead, I must press on. Imagine if the dealer actually did run. Hello, camera? Camera? What? Camera? That hurts. With the raiders defeated, you search for supplies. Some food.
I admire that you have other skills beyond violence. Yet, if there's one thing that the usurper has taught me, it's that violence can sometimes answer questions that otherwise have none.
The poor weather slows your day's journey. To avoid the swelling bogs, you press on to higher ground and happen upon an old road through the marshland. To the left, you make out a group of the Empire brigands taking shelter by the side of the road. The dealer reveals the next steel monster card in the deck. You check the path to the right, and you hear the distant sound of a group of raiders squabbling in the northern ton. The dealer reveals the next frost monster card in the deck. The Shaman of Frost. No other safe path through the mire. Who do you fight? The brigands or the raiders? Brigands or raiders? Brigands. The AoE from the shaman would be more painful. And if it's only a Captain of Steel, I might have a better chance. Alright, I had to bash his armor. Captain, command falls on the head of those who are loud, brash, and fortunate. Weapons wear armor that dulls standard breaks. Use bash to break their armor. Oh! Oh, that really hurts. Get out of here. The brigands defeated, you noticed they were guarding some equipment hidden off the path in the mire. I'll accept the die. Nope. You lose your balance and slide, knocking them over into the bog, losing it forever. Disappointed, you scramble up the bank to continue your journey. Does this actually get rid of it? No, it has to be new events only.
An opportunity for you to show your skills extend beyond mere violence.
Against your better judgment, you decide to appeal to the Thieves Guild. Success. Let's see. Add money. Let's add health. Alright, let's move on.
Perhaps you can gain the tools you need for the road ahead.
A column of smoke and the clanging of metal are the first signs that you're in the right place. As you round the bend, you see the forge outside the gates out to Blackwater. You spy your new acquaintance, Ari. I'm going to have so much trouble saying her name throughout this game. Ariadne, assisting the blacksmith on the bellows. Ah, there you are. Ariadne says with a smile. She removes her gloves to wipe her brow. These are the two I was telling you about, Anders. She says to the blacksmith. I almost broke this one's rich arm wrestle. So I hear you're out to fight an ogre, the blacksmith says. My specialty is improving armor and helms and the like. I must admit, it's normally only horseshoes and farming equipment I'm in these days, so it may take a while. I assure you it was well worth your time. I guess. You hand the smith your armor and he begins to examine the item thoroughly, expecting every joint and seam. Yes, I can certainly improve this, but it will take several days. I am heading to Cottonmore. Meet me there and the job will be done. Oh, and if you bring another item to me there, I'll see if I can improve that one as well. Thank Anders and continue on your journey. Oh, he took my armor. That's unfortunate. No, I know I have the shrine there. At least I have that. Need to make sure I don't get bopped on the head. What? Ah. Oh, I was in the middle of an execution animation. Ah, that's difficult. Alright, we need to remake the deck.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
We're helping gather sunshine flowers for Yvonne. This cottage again.
Think. Do not continue to fail me. I have need of your greatest efforts.
Let's try this again. Though we did lose a card, we now know we need to add things that will give us health and things that will avoid us combat. We'll still take the Street Fighter. Street Fighter was actually really good. Also remove Klein Eyebright. It seems like we haven't really come across blessings yet. Gain fame, out of the world. Need things that'll actually give me health. Gold. Avoid fighting. I removed the arm wrestling? Did. I don't know why I removed arm wrestling. See here. Equipment, precision. Actually, it would probably be worth it. Actually, lose life versus lose max life. Friendly innkeeper. Gain gold. Gain max life. Things that'll get me health. The Old Maiden would be actually. The Old Maiden's actually a really good one. Go with that. We'll try that. And we'll also. That's something else. Healing spirits. Instead of the health, we'll take the healing spirits instead. That's it going plenty of time. Yeah, well, that's part of the game. This one's a brutal one.
This
Because
last
we were left for
century
dead.
has been, for me, a blessed relief. You have pulled me away from eternity, and in the process, I have lost something fundamental.
Because the bitter taste of blood is the first indicator that you're still alive. Well, since you just got here. Hey, how's it going, Ninja Zombie, as well? So basically, Colbjorn and me are we're left for dead. We were left for dead by an ogre. That is our boss. Because we also... We got food. But the bread turns to ash. Turns to ash in your mouth. With a sinking realization, you pull the other half of the ogre's trinket from your pack. Sure enough, you feel a wrongness emanating from it. We have half of a charm, and it's cursed. While holding only half food does not restore life. Stab of hunger hits your stomach. There's only one thing for it. You must steal the pack the other half from the ogre that almost killed you. But we only have 10 health left. We can only heal through use of items like our elixir or just through getting missions. That was a waste of time. Fortunate. Oh, permanent injury. So if you ever wanted to see if you could actually kill me, now would be the time. So you could kill me if you so desire. Oh, you cursed me at the start. That's good. That's good. Hilarious. Stirring in the mire. Poor weather slows your day. To avoid the falling bogs, you press on to higher ground. Wait, to fight 4 of steel. You check the path to the right, there's raiders. This cross card is Frost Berserker. Do I fight steel or fight raiders? I'd rather fight the Empire over the raiders, although I feel like I'm more experienced against raiders. I know how much damage the raiders can do, which would pretty much kill me immediately. Get out of here. I only have 10 health. I need to survive. Oh, we unlocked the Warrior's Access token. The brigands defeated, you notice they're guarding some equipment hidden off the path in the mire. You select him to beg the treasure. Roll. Just barely. And the Gambler's Jewel, nice. We need that. This round for strength is involving a lot of dice.
Alchemy is one of the pure arts. That says little for its practitioners, however.
Countless jars, obscure artifacts clutter the room. On a central workbench, a peculiar glass beaker simmers over a flame. Ah, I see you found my laboratory then, a voice exclaims. From behind a pile of dusty books, a robed figure emerges, clad in a pointy hat and a pair of thick spectacles. Here to create the elusive elixir of life? Or perhaps it is gold you desire. All is possible through alchemy. Alas, I have yet to prove that such things are indeed possible, he explains. No matter. Say, would you help care to assist me in my experiment? We're gonna help the alchemist. I'm sorry. This is a new event. Very well, let's begin. Take a jar and place its contents in the beaker, he says as he dips a quill in an inkwell and prepares to write. Remember, you must keep the elixir pure. The jar from the shelf and unscrew the lid.
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Hey there, how's it going, Proof Gold? Is this a card game? It's half a card game. This is not a card game like you're playing cards. The cards are effectively your events. Alright, well I guess right now it doesn't matter what we get, so we're going for good old-fashioned red. A jar contains a collection of red beetles. You place one in a beaker and it dissolves instantly. The clear liquid gains the faintest tint of red. Excellent, the alchemist continues as he scrawls feverishly in the ledger. Now, pick another. You reach for the next jar. Guess. Yes! Red mushroom. So there's a lot of gambling events, which are called gambits, that will determine success or failure or how it affects you. Like right now, this game here, Hand of Fate, this is the sequel from the original, actually now has Twitch integration, so you can actually do voting, you can do gifts, you can do curses. If you look at the very top there, you can actually do hashtag A, B, or C to gift me or curse me. Green, of course, is gift. Red is curse. and that'll actually also affect my journey along the way. I can also delegate things like voting on some of the gambits and such, or decisions throughout our adventure, which is really nice because there's a lot of this is a very narrative-focused game. It's very story based on picking your own adventure. The jar contains dried red mushrooms. You sprinkle a handful into the beaker and they dissolve instantly. The red elixir intensifies. Remarkable, the alchemist mutters as he continues to write in the ledger. This is looking promising. Now pick one more.
Back to the game of life and death.
Alright. So, I would want... One more. Ah, yellow feathers. I went too early. That's not good. It's going to explode. Gingerly, you add the yellow feathers into the flask. The mixture changes to a dull orange. An excellent balance of components, if I do say so myself here, Mark's looking at the orange mixture. Unfortunately, the emulsion is not entirely pure. Its integrity is quickly dissipating. You best drink it quick, he says, handing you the flask. Nice, that's what I needed. I was hoping red would be life. It is no elixir of life, but it will do. The alchemist scribbles feverishly on his ledger. You thank him and continue on your journey. Aw, you have to get a pure. Also, to unlock more events as you play through the game, you have to complete certain conditions as well. So, as you can see, we're actually navigating through all the cards and encounters and stuff. Some are created by the scenario we're playing through, some we actually pick ourselves. Approaching Draper's gates, you notice a woman of enormous stature dressed in a blue tunic and leather apron. 3 smithing hammers hang from her waist. The woman rushes forward to embrace you, burying you in her chest. The gods be praised, she cries. I thought you'd surely be dead. She releases you and looks you up and down. Look at you, she says before you can get a word in. That foul beast didn't hold back now, did it? She whips around the face to your companion. Kolbjorn, she bellows. I thought I told you to keep him out of trouble. I warned you about Draknar, and look what happened. You should know better than to steal from an ogre. Kolbjorn wanders past the fuming woman down to the river to fish in peace. As she pauses for a breath, you seize the chance to interrupt. So, this is actually one of the things we could actually do. I can actually delegate voting proof gold. This is the Twitch integration, which I think is actually a very nice feature. This isn't really one of the most critical choices, mainly about getting information, but as you can see though, when someone actually votes, like you just did, it'll actually show me the percentages of how many people have actually voted, and it will change dynamically by how many people. You can also change your vote, whether it's the gift up at the very top of the bar, or during any sort of these decisions as well. And we're back to the name I cannot pronounce. Ariadne, the blacksmith's daughter, she says, surprised. We met at the Black Ale pub the night before you set off to steal Adicia's charm. I almost broke your wrist arm wrestling, remember? As she pauses for a breath, you seize your chance to interrupt. She pokes at the broken ornament gingerly. Forgive me if I don't take it. The curse of Adicia's charm only affects the wielder. If it makes you feel any better, the ogre's probably starving now too. From the looks of the silverwork, this is an old relic indeed. Draknar, she says, or Draknar the Mighty as he is known, has lived in these parts for an age. Many have tried to fell the beast before you two misfits, that's for sure, she explains, but few live to tell their tale. The ogre is notorious for ambushing and travelers and traders alike. Not even Empire soldiers are safe in these parts. Accumulated a wealth of treasure plucked from his victims, including that cursed relic you have now. Ariadne shakes her head. One blow from Draknar's club would crush you. You won't survive it unless you get a good set of armor on you. Increase your defense in order to survive the ogre. Listen, I help run a traveling forge. It's currently heading here. Come see us. We'll set you out with some good and proper armor. A piece of Adicia's charm weighs heavy in your pack. You wish to fling it into the mire, but some strange magic stays your hand. Starving and injured, you rest a while in town. So, what makes this one different from the original is that now, instead of just simply going up trying to survive the maze or the labyrinth of cards, you now have specific objectives to fulfill. And fulfilling those specific objectives will actually yield you more cards, more events, more weapons to either to make the game more challenging and also create new opportunities as you play through. After another day of rainfall, the marshlands swell into the swamp. Water and mud obscure the path ahead. As you press on, every direction begins to look the same. So this is one of the dice this is the dice gambit. It's very simple. It's a roll of the dice game. So if you enjoy playing games like Blood Bowl, you'll be praying to Nuffle. Originally, it was just a simple random pick of 4 cards, but they added a couple more games. You've already seen the roulette. You've now seen the dice game. There's also the pick a card, and there's also the precision gambit as well. Some luck, you find your way to higher and drier ground. Back on the journey ahead. Let's just go back.
Kneel if it pleases you. No one will listen.
Your quest brings you to a remote shrine high in the mountains. It is revered among few local peasants for its remarkable healing properties. You kneel before the shrine and beseech the gods to take pity on you. Oh my god, really? There we go. Oh, just barely. Sunshine appears through a break in the clouds to bathe you in a radiant glow. Wants 5 health? I'll take it. I'll take the 20 increase in health. Oh, thank you for the heal. And sometimes it all just becomes curses as well with the gift voting. The poor weather slows your day's journey. To avoid the falling bogs, you press onto higher ground. So we can fight Greed of Silence, or Silencer of Greed. Or we could fight a Frost Shaman. So who do you want me to fight? Do you want me to fight some bandit thieves? Or fight some raiders? Alright, looks like we're going to the bandits then. The sky opens up as you ready yourself for combat. Thieves evade heavy weapons more frequently. You can change. It's the only weapon I have. I need this weapon. Okay, that's one option I'm not a fan of. So the combat is actually Arkham style. So this base attack, dodge, block, and then bash. It's a very simple combat system. They've elaborated a little bit. They added companions, which each of them have their own special abilities, both off the table and in not in combat, for like the gambits, and also in combat, which the one we have, Kolbjorn here, he's a northerner, and he'll actually charge into the enemy, stunning them, which will increase our damage done to those who are stunned. I'm back, Ben. With the thieves subdued, you notice a stash of treasures. If you can actually get it. Oof. Fine, reroll that. Nope. Ah, oh, you're kidding me. Unfortunately, we didn't get the reward. The friendly innkeeper. Welcome back, my friend. The innkeeper greets you warmly. Heal, buy a meal or rest. What do you require? Ask about lodging. Food heals 0 and Kolbjorn by 1. Discuss the latest rumors. Nothing. Buy healing. How much is healing? Draw a life card for 10 gold. You know what? No, I'll decline for now. So pretty much any of those multiple choice you can actually put up to a vote. I usually try and make, like, shopkeeping kind of an obvious one. You don't want to just throw every single thing to a vote. A column of smoke and the clang of metal are the first signs that you're in the right place. As you round the bend, you see the forge outside the gates to Blackwater. You spy your new acquaintance, Ariadne, assisting a blacksmith on the bellows. Oh, there you are. Ariadne says with a smile. She removes her gloves to wipe the brow. Hi, Tryon Lee. Good evening. Is this an RPG card game? Not really. It's a role-playing game. It is definitely a role-playing game. The amount of role-playing is more of the narrative, not so much of, like, stat growth or anything like that. But this is certainly a card game, or a game that utilizes cards as both the navigation and gear and equipment and such. So I hear you're out to fight the Ogre, the blacksmith says. My specialty is improving armor and helms and the like. I must admit, it's normally only horseshoes and farming equipment I mend these days, so it may take a while. I assure you it will be well worth your time. Gonna give him the armor. Since this is leather armor. You hand the smith your armor and he begins examining the item thoroughly, inspecting every joint and seam. Yes, I can certainly improve this, but it will take several days. I'm heading to Cottonmore. Meet me there and the job will be done. Oh, if you bring another item to me there, I'll see if I can improve that one as well. Okay, so it doesn't cost me gold. I've temporarily lost my leather armor. One drunken night. You feel cold stone against your cheek, head pounding. You open your bleary eyes. The unmistakable scrape of metal wakes you fully from your slumber, and you slowly take stock of your surroundings. So, each individual card here can be an event, a combat, or what actually is what we're going through right now, a gauntlet. This is actually this is actually also in the original, but it got a lot of criticism. Oh! We try and navigate this horrible maze. To try and really get some... Oh my god, what? Ugh. We try and navigate our way through here. And we... Camera's not as great as I hoped it would have been. There's some treasure over here. Ah, bollocks. Ah, that was food only. That was a waste. I don't want to explore this. I'll just see if there's any additional... Oh, okay, I'm not going through that. So that was a basic maze that you could go through. That was an event I never done before. So apparently, One Drunken Night is a maze, is for a labyrinth event. You follow the stairs upwards until you emerge in a forest, the morning sun burning your eyes. You fumble into your haversack for something to eat. Happily, you find a half-eaten pasty and try to find your way out of the woods. If you do have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
Naught but trouble. Were it in my hands, I would never deal with them.
You spy a goblin, half ridden in the copse of trees, counting the gold weighing down his sack. Startled by your presence, he beats a hasty retreat through the magical portal. So the one great thing about Twitch integration, Tryon Lee, is that you can actually let people who watch the stream actually now vote on encounters. The original was just, make the decisions yourselves. But now they extended it out to people who are watching. You can also on the top you can do hashtag A, B, or C and give me curses or gifts. Alright, let's follow the goblin. You tell Kolbjorn to stay behind before pursuing the goblin through the portal. You know, obviously it definitely was, you know, added so people with a large viewership could definitely get a lot of value. As they... Oh my god. I do have some complaints about the camera, though. It's a very limited camera. I mean, what it does, it's good, but when you have to turn backwards... Huh. This is just me being greedy. I'm just gonna completely admit that. Odds are they didn't do the fourth wall. Probably not. It feels weird, honestly, not being able to, like, do a 360 camera. Yeah, that's all the treasure. Hey, I already bought all my winter ale. And I do have my flask of whiskey with me. I think if anything, though, I need water. Just to read out everything. You exit through a glowing door to find yourself in a home more or less the same place as before. Kolbjorn waves at you from a few steps away, surprised and bemused. The crunching of leaves underfoot betrays the goblin running further into the forest. I guess, okay, if you follow him, he may lead you to the goblin treasure hoards of legend. We have to follow him.
Man-eating plants. I can't say I blame them.
High on a misty mountaintop, you discover a vicious-looking plant. Its gaping mouth looks more than capable of shredding you to pieces. But at its base, you notice some unusual fruit. Let's see, if you throw something, you may be able to distract the savage mouth, thus allowing you to steal some fruit. Let's see, do I have anything? What do I have? A healing spirit? I really don't want to throw anything away, actually. Oh. Ah, crud, we're committed. Oh, well. It was nice knowing your warrior's axe. Oh, no. Do you throw your equipment at the plane? Okay, good. So, I'm gonna leave the decision up to you. So, I'll somewhat spoil what this event does. This event will give you... increase your max health if we throw over equipment, but we can also keep our equipment as well. But I'll leave the decision to you. As for what equipment, I'm gonna leave that to me. You all want me to just... let me destroy my gear. Unfortunately, I will go with majority rules. Yeah, thankfully, though, it doesn't actually control the vote 100%. So it's not like the viewers can just throw you under a bus. You have to... you basically have, as the player, final say. But I am a sport who says, let's do this. You launch your warrior's axe at the creature. With a snap of its jaws, the item disappears. You pluck one of the fruits while it is distracted. The fruit is especially delicious, leaving you feeling refreshed and vigorous. And 10 more health. 15 more health, alright. The creature curls up to protect the remaining fruit as you leave the area. Devs learn from Twitch plays. Indeed. A slight rustling in the reeds is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. now we are using a rusted sword and a wooden shield. I should probably also note in the combat of this game as well. Damn it. Ah, damn it. I thought I was blocking. I keep thinking I'm blocking. Not a fan of the rusted sword. I think that's good design, as Twitch viewers are a fickle hive mind. Yeah, they can be, but it's also but honestly, I like the way they approached it. We lost a lot of health there, unfortunately. With the thugs subdued, you search the area for supplies. Please be health potions. Food. So one thing in combat, from the original, you actually now can actually activate special abilities if you hit the enemies a certain amount of times without being hit yourself, or receive any sort of damage. Which is actually a really nice new way of being able to actually use your weapon special abilities, because they used to all be more or less passive, or like one-time use sort of deals. Alright, let's follow the goblin. And you've taken away my food. The goblin turns to see you still in pursuit. He shouts in his exasperation, "Leave me be, meddling human!" The mournful blare of his horn echoes through the forest. Another portal yawns before you. The goblin nowhere in sight. Jump through the portal or stop following the goblin. And every 8 steps you'll also see you can give me a new gift or give me a new curse. Alright, we'll jump through the portal. Indeed. I will say the gauntlets so far have been easier, but not by much. Alright, exit set. Oh. You know what? Going this way is actually easier for me. Oh. Okay. I did not want to go through 2 of the Pot of Greed. Whatever could that card do? I don't know what it does. Nobody ever tells me what Pot of Greed does. I always keep asking, but nobody tells me. This. The last one is... Where's the last one? There it is. Is that Maxim? Yeah, that's Maximilian's face. I've seen him enough now. I think, was it? I think who keeps retweeting all his tweets? I keep seeing it in my Twitter feed. You find yourself face down in a pile of leaves, being shaken awake by Colbjorn. Slightly dazed, you hear the jangle of coins in the distance. Oh my god, let's keep following that goblin. Are they seriously gonna put another card? They are. Alright. I'm sorry, we are just committed now. catch up to the goblin just as he leaps into another portal. His face contorts into a look of irritated disbelief as your eyes meet. We're gonna follow the goblin, I'm sorry. You want to follow the goblin too, don't you? Ooh, is that Fulgor? It looks like Fulgor. Killer Instinct. I still have that SNES game, and I actually have the, what was it? Killer Instinct Gold as well on the N64. I used to I was never good at the series. I was never good at fighting games in general, but I've always enjoyed them. You don't actually have to grab any of the stuff. The main goal is just to survive. Is that? Sending in the fug bots. Ooh. I'm not a I can tell late game these gauntlets are going to be very evil. Going to be very evil indeed. Yeah, see, okay, so that's a dead end. I can never properly input special moves into into most fighting games. No, I was the same way. The two characters I always played back when I was, a child was Chun-Li and Guile. And E-Honda. Not really a lot of E-Honda, but primarily Guile, Chun-Li's second. The portal deposits you directly into an oblivious path, or in the path of an oblivious Kolbjorn, bowling him over. As you pick yourself up on the ground, you spy the elusive goblin escaping over a hill. Wow, they're really making you work for this. The mazes at the end of the first game were evil. Yes, they were. They were terrible.
And here is your reward, at least in potential.
Panting, the goblin blows his horn, producing a weak wheeze. Curse you. Leave me be. Wearily, he hefts his gold sack into the portal before tumbling after. We're going to follow him. We're committed. Yeah, the end game mazes of the first Hand of Fate were evil. They would kill you. They would just outright murder you. That's what they always did to me at the very end. Let's just get rid of that. Oh my god. I normally like stopping for everything, but this is actually getting kind of ridiculous right now. Surprised, actually, there isn't some sort of achievement to get everything. This will be the one time I say forget it. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. Not when I take the coward's way out. I don't know how much trap damage does to you in this game. I have yet to be hit by a trap in any of these in the labyrinths. When you emerge from the portal, you find yourself in a luxurious sitting room. Green lanterns cast uneasy shadows on the walls. Lying exhausted on a woven rug in the center of the room is the goblin. He sighs at your appearance. My, you are persistent. I'd offer you some murk tea if you hadn't pursued me relentlessly and barged unwelcome into my home. So, we can demand gold, or we can ask where we are. Information gathering. I like that. His face cracks into a mischievous grin. You are in the Goblin Town, human. Where the sky is made of stone and the roast lizard is the best in the Empire. He gestures at the window as your jaw drops. The sky is indeed made of stone. The city waiting beyond has been carved into a vast cavern. The street below is host to a market lit by uneasy green lanterns. Goblins and hooded figures peruse the wares, giving wide berth to giant rodent-like beasts of burden. You swear you see a lone Empire soldier before she disappears into the crowd. He sighs at your appearance. My, you are persistent. Oh, okay, well, do we demand gold? I guess we demand gold, since... Is that seriously just... That is seriously that? Okay. Guess we demand gold, since there's no other choice. He tips the sack of gold towards you. The goblin's face crinkles sadly. Take it. 10 gold. 15 gold. 20 gold. 15 more gold. My goodness. As you grab the hold of the sack, he blows his horn, opening a portal at your feet. Next time you want to reach Goblin Town, consider using a more conventional entrance. He gives a half-hearted wave. And there we go. Goblin's sitting room fades from view, and you find yourself back in the forest. You know what? Let's actually do that. We can actually camp.
Gather yourself before you travel further.
What is damp? Kolbjorn is trying to light the campfire. The equipment for sale? A spindly hag beckons you towards her shabby stall on the edge of March's path. Use an artifact? Oh right, I have the potion. Food, trade. Buy equipment. Let's see what she's selling. The encrusted mace. Ooh. What does the encrusted mace do? Create a corrupted pool when activated. Enemies hit while in the pool receive 125% damage. Pool lasts 10 seconds. Corrupted are immune. Complete the quest to unlock the token. It's a heavy weapon. Complete the Empress with this item to unlock the token. Fame required 65! I'm sorry, I've never come across a weapon that requires so much fame before. That's ridiculous. Like, you'd have to build a deck. You're right, Ninja Zombie. We as much as that's a great item, we're not gonna be able to use that anytime soon. Okay, how famous are we? We have 20 fame. So fame is actually a new stat in this game. Fame for certain items will determine if you can equip or if you can equip certain weapons. So there's weapons you can just equip just as normal, but then there's armor and weapons and helmets and such that will actually require a certain level of fame to actually use. That weapon being one of them, actually. Yeah, we only have the healing spirits and the gambler's jewel. And there's no point in unfortunately doing anything else. Let's continue on. Anders greets you with a smile. Ah, there you are. We were just about to leave. You must be wanting this.
Simply the middle road.
The smith's workmanship is exemplary. The armor feels stronger than it once was, yet its weight remains unchanged. Oh, we can actually keep giving him our armor. Is there anything else you'd like me to look over? It's well worth your time and effort if you have something. I could just give him the armor again, actually. Give him the armor, since it's the only thing we can give him. Oh, I can only be equipped once. That sucks. You hand the smith your old worn shield. This thing is a more pot lid than shield. It's not even worth fixing. Tell you what, I'll take this one on the house. Awesome, he gave us a shield. Yes, upgrade the shield. So what I actually want is a one-handed sword. Why aren't you popular? We're nobodies if everybody doesn't know who we are. It's very much like a Twitch streamer. You have to actually do something of value to become better known. After another day of rainfall, the marshlands swell into the swamp. Unfortunately, this is the one challenge that unfortunately is more focused on just dice than doing any of the other challenges. Like, the challenge literally said, dice. There will be dice. I just continue our journey. And you've given me even more gold. But we hit the mire. Let's see here. 5 of steel. And this steel musket. Alright. And the frost. 5 of frost. And the frost berserker. Mecha GM, thank you very much for the host. Really appreciate it. Alright, who do you want me to fight next? You can have me fight the Empire, which is the steel cards, which is the 5 steel and musket of steel, or do you want me to fight the Raiders, which is 5 of frost, and the Berserker of frost? So just let you know, for those who actually join my channel here and want to actually participate, this game is Hand of Fate 2. This actually has Twitch integration. You can actually give me gifts, you can curse me, or you can also help in making the decisions as we go through the game itself. And looks like right now you guys want me to fight some Raiders. Let's fight the Raiders. Blasted Northerners. All you have to do is do hashtag A, B, or C for the gifts or curses, and then hashtag 1, 2, or 3 when there are choices to be made.
I wish
Thank you! Uh-oh. We're alone. So red is basically for dodge, green is telling us to do, green is telling us to block. There's also executes in this game, thankfully. Sorry, I need to focus because I have no health. This is actually a lot more difficult. You're immune to execute animations, thanks to the designers. You're somewhat immune to damage when in an execute animation. It's like you actually can get hit while in an execute animation. If you do it to, like, the one thing that's kind of sluggish, like, you have to be on point with your blocking and bashing, but for the to start up an execution, it actually takes a while to start up. Like, I'm pretty much button mashing to try and get the execute animation to go, but if it's still in the wind-up, you can still get hit, or you still can take damage. And just because you may be immune to a swing while you're in the middle of it, but say you're standing in an AoE, you can still take the damage from that. The Raiders defeated. You look down and we have to play another another dice gambit game. They're not gonna be the game's not that nice to you. Hey, we got the encrusted
Caution
mace.
opens you to all sorts of influences.
Let's see, where does this go? The winter solstice. On the longest night of winter, the townsfolk of Stegall set up a huge bonfire to celebrate the victory of a light over darkness. The one night, the Empire turns a blind eye to the outlawed use of magic. Fortunately, we have no blessing cards. That apparently requires blessings. I should have remembered that. The sun's warm rays do little to lift your spirits as the mosquitoes and flies torment you. To avoid the swelling bogs, you press on to the higher ground. We see another one. Fight some greed monsters. That's a lot of thieves. Or we can fight the Empire. Musket of steel. Phalanx of steel. That I've never fought before. But who do you want me to fight? Do you want me to fight the thieves during fights to this, or fight the Empire? We fight so far the bandit thieves. Let's see if anyone else wants to join in on this. So far, 75% to 25. Looks like you guys want me to fight some thieves. Alright. Let's rock it. Thankfully, that didn't have any anarchists. The anarchists are still something that destroy me. Probably actually should use my healing item. What? Oh! There was one that wasn't stunned. You have to be very mindful of your reactions. Damn it. Oh, come on. Give me that healing potion. You can sometimes dodge where they want you to actually where they want you to parry. Damn it. Oh. Yeah, I just drank 2 of them. So the one big challenge about this event, this is a campaign of strength, I can't heal by eating food. Really unfortunate. Might just drink the rest of the potion. The Empire's Burden. An artifact. Throw a bomb that causes 30 damage to slow Empire units when activated. Less effective against other factions. No, let's not equip it just yet. But we will. Oh, wait, I need to do this. Let's make camp. We'll actually use the artifact. Since we can't do anything else. The Felvin's favor. First kill. An enemy is randomly highlighted. If that enemy is killed first, plus 5 life. Optionally, remove a card from the wheel gambit. I'm definitely going to buy that. As
Will
a
it be yours? Who can say?
Do I need to buy food? A little expensive, but I'll take it. What do I have to sell anyway? How am I? Oh, I have no more healing spirits, so that's just worth 1. Finish trading. Let's actually. So one other thing you can actually do about this game, you can actually now access your gear anytime. So he actually has a shield. He won't upgrade that. How much armor is that? That's 10. That's actually really good. So change our artifact. We'll use the Empire's Burden instead, since it's a bomb. And nothing else we can do. Move on. Ah, there you are, Ender says, stepping back from his anvil. I guess you've come to collect this. 15.
Simple, sturdy, and still effective to this day.
Yes, we will equip that. Smith's workmanship is exemplary. The shield feels stronger than once was, yet its weight remains unchanged. And we'll give him our helmet here. Hopefully that'll actually push us over to 60. You hand the smith your helm and he begins examining the item thoroughly, inspecting every joint and seam. Let's see, he's heading to Braden. Meet the job when it's done. An arm wrestling challenge. This is basically just for gold. I really should have actually thought of more challenges related to healing. So the one thing about the arm wrestling challenge, it actually will yield you more gold for every time you actually win this card event. But it becomes more difficult to actually win as time goes on.
Friends in high places will take you far these days.
You visit your contact in the Imperial Armory, in fame for the mace. You must be planning to for trouble if you've come to me for help, he says with a knowing grin. Tell me, who are you hunting? I'll see what I can find in the vault of contraband items. So, thieves, corrupted... apparently we can't select Northerners, so Northerners is not an option. We can actually see what item he will be offering. We only get one choice from this. This is basically buy gear, which we have plenty of money to do so. Let's see if we can actually get a better... maybe a better one-hander. Because we can't really... we need a shield. Against Draknar the Mighty. I really wish I had health, though. So, thieves, corrupted. Let's see, one more vote. We can scrounge one. I usually default to whoever voted first. You can change your vote at any time, Tryon Lee. Like, you can change your gift vote, you can change your, you can even change your, option as well, and it will actually reflect it. See how it jumped up to 100% as well. So you always have the option to change things. The Billy Clubs. Let's see. Get a lot of trouble if anyone finds out I took it from the vault. I'll have it sent for you when I can. I don't really need the Billy Clubs, but I guess we could sell it later. And let's just get it.
One wonders how an inanimate object determines its sense of right and wrong. Let us hope they never turn upon you. Or me.
I can't equip... Unfortunately, I can't equip that just simply because, 20... I can lose 15 health, you can make me lose gold, you can make me lose health, or you can give me 25 health. That's hilarious. And that's a lot of enemies. And I really wish I equipped the Billy Clubs. I should have equipped the Billy Clubs, I just realized I actually would have equipped the Billy Clubs. Oh well. We haven't improved. Oh, we didn't even. Apparently, we've never shown off the shield before. Shield. When skies are darkened by your enemy's volleys, fight in the shade of this personal wooden bulwark. Oh! Damn it. Oh. Like, the difficult challenge about combat now is that you always have to pretty much be on the ball. There's no reprieve or anything like that. Like, the moment you see that green light, if you're not pressing the corresponding button, you are going to... You're going to die. Like that. Like, you get no reprieve. No respite. No! It really... Also, if he's in too much trouble, it's Latin I on try. Trionly. Why do people have so many... I'm sorry, like, a lot of people, I've noticed a couple people in our last late streams, it's like they have they're choosing to have their names pronounced in Old English, or Latin, or very specific ways. It's short for Trinity. There is... I don't think I can do anything. I think I'm pretty much dead unless... Tree only. Okay, I could try tree only, but I can't... You'd have to forgive a person if they're saying it from phonetically. Walk more steps for the chat HP. You're right. Although you could actually change your mind at the last second and switch over, but let's actually see what happens here. But you're alright, I could actually do that. But it feels like it feels like somewhat cheating. But hey, whatever. That works. It works. Five of Steel. It's Captain of Steel. And the Frost. Frost Berserker. Or the Frost Trapper. Who do we fight now? Fight the Empire, or we fight the Raiders? Using ever possible vengeance game gives not cheating. You're right, it isn't cheating. But it's still something it's like I could easily see people do. It's like, I'm just gonna take this life away from you. And you can't, and the audience can't kill you, actually. The audience can actually kill you, if you don't have enough health. It is one funny thing. Alright, we'll fight the Empire. This is actually a very long adventure. Alright, come on. No! Where the heck did... Wait a minute. What am I doing? Oh, you're kidding me. Nope. Oh, it slows them. Ah, I have to wait for that to recharge. What? Ah, kids. Ah. You have no time to react for that. Nope. Nope, he still has armor. Like, the one downside about the added combat is that it makes things very, like, it adds so much heft. Like, it makes it too button busy. Like, the one thing about Arkham combat is that it's so simple. It makes things automatic.
Now death comes to you.
But the problem is that when you add, like, here's a special attack, here's an execute, they basically added every single shoulder button now does something. And because when you have something like that, it makes it a very button-busy game. This sucks. I honestly... I need to rethink how to build this deck. For your combat prowess with the Warrior's Axe, we got the Chieftain's Axe now. For following the Goblin, all the way to Goblin Town, there's Goblin Town! Shall we try this again, or should we stop for the night? I have an option here. Like, each of these challenges are only going to increase in length. I won't be, like, if we want to speed things, I won't be reading out everything, because, well, it kind of speeds up things. I'll have to actually remove some of these. What do I have here? I have the shrine. That gives life, that gives health. That gives health. That gives gold. That doesn't do us any good either. That doesn't do us any good. We now know what this does. It does give us life, but we can also lose health apparently from this. Or you can be cursed. You can gain resources from that. One drunken night, gain food, gain gold. That doesn't really do us any good. We can actually heal from him. And cheerful woodcutter? Really? Yeah, that in the... Oh, right, I was still trying to get the card. We're fighting a lot of people. So I probably would want things that actually can heal me. Anything that can heal me. Elder's Gifts gives you fame. Like, I pretty much had to fight for any of my health in this game. Let's see. Gain resources, plus equipment. The only thing I can think of is gain those. Gain gold, let's gain food. The duel is specifically for fame. Exploding doodads that can recharge your artifact, apparently. Let's see. Is max health. Can gain anything. I just need things that actually will give me health. We can fight the plague. You know, Soothsayer actually might be nice. So should we try another round, or should we stop for the night? I know that's not exactly a normal choice, but... Like, the worst part about it, like, every single card I have is basically, like, fight for more stuff. It's kind of what I feel like I have to do. Do a lot of fighting just to gain health and such. None of these things actually give me anything new. You would like to see another round? Let's throw the platinum card in. We'll keep the equipment. Apparently we upgraded the soldier's axe to the chieftain's axe. Interesting. Although, given the situation, I think I'll take the soldier's sword. Do we have a shield? No, we don't. Alright. Oh, equipment. We can actually change the equipment. Not after that. How much armor did this give? 15 defense. Ordinal blade. 18. How much does this give? 18. What did Winter's Bane do? Perform knockdown on Northerners. Those are race trait. Yeah, we'll get rid of the billy clubs. We'll keep the Archer's Bane. We'll get rid of the encrusted mace. We'll actually stick with the one-handed weapons. We'll have the shield. Oh, too many people. Too many weapons. We'll have the shield. Although we can get the shield for free. Well, actually, I guess either one would actually be good. Does any of these give a lot more armor than the leather? No, it does not. Okay. Alright, we'll try one more round. Well, now that we know what the Empire's Burden does, let's add something else. Let's add something else that's different. Let's add... How much health armor does that give? 10? Stunted healing. Thieves Bounty. Shame I don't have any really big healing items. I wish I had better healing items. Well, I guess we could just take the sword then. We could just increase our chances. Let's try this one more time. We won't be doing any of the reading though. We'll kind of be rushing through it. I'd like to try and at least beat this one challenge, because this is a very difficult challenge. Because having no way to heal.
How many people do you meet who bend rather than rise? Without strength, what is purity?
So now we know what the objective is.
Pray if you must. May you receive better results from them than I have in turn.
It's the only healing we're getting. Ah, damn it. Thieves are very relentless when their attacks. He wanted to be executed. So if an enemy's in an execute state, if you leave them alone long enough, they will actually get up and get back into the fight. Let's see. I'm just gonna demand that they give me their spoils. I need... Ooh, what's the Grifter's Companion? Optionally nudge the result onto the next card during the wheel gambit. Now we'll take the Bastion of Purification. Or a better shield. And a health potion, thank goodness. It's ironic, I have to fight just to actually stay alive. Ore of Greed. The Musket of Steel. I'll go with pretty much the first couple of votes. As well, just to kind of make things go a little bit faster. I'm also going to be counting on you to actually react. Just so we can go through this more efficiently. I saw number 2 as the first vote. I think I'd rather be fighting the muskets. Oh, I think it's actually the first time I'm showing the Bastion of Purification, too. Niall was a wildly inventive craftsman, and also quite mad.
If our time has come, so be it.
So the one thing about the Bastion of Purification, it can actually reflect bullets, unlike a couple other items. So your gear is actually very important. Unfortunately for the Soldier's Blade, I think I have to kill rogues to unlock the token. Come on.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
I'm not. I don't think I am the master. Fine, give me one more roll. There we go.
Victory. You are learning.
Cardinal Blade. I will take the Cardinal Blade. Things better. I can actually take a look here. I'm actually curious what the riposte 25 Northerners attacking immediately after defending an attack to unlock this token. Ah. Ooh, where'd you get that emote, Mecha GM? Never seen someone actually have die. Oh, thank you for the health. It looks like you're gonna have to punish me, though. Ooh. Come on. Actually, I lose no matter what. Ooh, what happens? Oh, I consume one food. As you scramble up the path, a booming voice echoes out over the marshlands. It's Draknar. Hie to thy burrow, little mouse. I can smell thy blood. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. So that's what happens if you fail the swamplands. You run into Draknar. With luck on your side, you lose Draknar in the morass and double back to the trail. That's mean. Alright. Okay, there's the King's Road.
Do what you can to find more food.
So this is actually the first card gambit we have in a while. So this is actually what was the staple of Hand of Fate, was selecting cards, either 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it will either be a simple success or failure. Figured dice made sense for my stream given the tabletop. That's yours! Nice! 4 and 3. I saw 4. Oh, come on, guys! One of you has to actually change your vote. You know, you should get... Actually, Mecha GM, if you like doing tabletop stuff, you should probably do, you should get a hold of Big Bad Wolf. It's Big Bad and WOULFE. He's also really huge into, you know, Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop RPGs. Like, I think you and him would really hit it off really well. Oh, more on the mire. Can either fight 4 of Greed, or we can fight 5 of Frost. Who do we want to fight? Do we want to fight the Thieves, or do we want to fight the Raiders? Just realize I'm pretty terrible at fighting the Thieves. I see 50-50. Alright, fighting the Raiders. I'm so sorry. I know you want me to say your name is Trinity, but I've got so used to saying your name is Tryon Lee. I am so sorry. Cardinal Blade, don't let me down! So the one thing about the Northerners, they'll actually attack in combos, so they'll actually require multiple blocks. So you gotta actually do it in multiples. Of course, getting your riposte. I literally, it would be easier for me if I literally just called you Trinity. Trionle? Is that how I was supposed to say it? Trionle? That takes us Latin. I need to take a course in Latin now. Let's re-roll the 1. Come on, give me a 3. Come on, fine. Give me another die. There we go. Whatever's easiest. Would I like to equip the Winter's Bane? That blades cost 20 damage or 40 corrupted. And the Cardinal Blade to me is better. I put in like 7 names and this one wasn't taken. I know how you exactly feel about that when it comes to trying to claim your name. Oh, buy healing, please. Why is this a roulette? That is fast. Oh, I'm glad the friendly innkeeper's really
Excellent. Good. A wise decision.
Oh, you bet, you damn well bet it is. Well, the 15 is good. I'm just gonna spend all my gold here if I'm gonna lose it in 3 steps. Actually, I just realized I killed myself. I have no food. Why do I not have food? Oh, hello.
Every game comes down to finding an edge.
I need to find a shop. Badly.
A balance of resources is key.
Not
No one
at the
wants to
innkeeper,
perish
unfortunately.
Wealthy, but starving.
I'm a dummy. I should have actually just... I should have gone to camp. Camp would have actually allowed me to do it. Oh, no. I completely forgot about camp. I completely forgot about camp. I don't have any money, but I have equipment I can sell. Let's sell the Winter's Bane. Let's sell the Soldier's Sword. Just companions, actually, they could. I don't want to get rid of either of those two, the leather armor or the shield. At the moment. No blade. Keep the tank. 15 or 13. Let's not be dumb. Let's get rid of this. Should have did that earlier. I could have said a shop to spend your 0 money. Yeah. Like, the one real nice thing is basically it's all the little touches that they actually really improved on. Like what you have, what you're using for a token and such. A Blight of Affliction and a Berserker of Frost. Throw a rock. So this is the precision game. Right here. Oh, that's dirty. Realize something. There's no... the 2 blue pieces are what I actually need to hit. Damn.
Poorly done. You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
The precision game to me is the precision gambit is to me the hardest of all the gambits because so each of the moment it goes across like the success or great success, it makes a different sound. But the problem is though. I didn't roll fast enough. Don't you dare. Thank goodness Kolbjorn got that final hit there, because I was already in mid-swing. Gain more equipment. Elusive charm.
You have to wonder who it was who first found themselves in these circumstances. Getting stuck so often they needed magic to assist them.
Wow, they really wanted you to fight a lot of stuff on this one. I mean, I know it's a strength challenge, but jeez. Fighting the Silencer of Greed or the Phalanx of Steel? I just got that the sword is called Cardinal Sword because it's special going in 8 directions. Yeah, no, it took me a while to actually figure that out too. Alright, let's fight the shields. I believe they actually are wielding lances. I don't think I've fought these guys proper. No, I haven't fought these guys actually. Soldier. The expansion of the Empire requires constant conscription of new blood. Soldiers block all attacks, greatly reducing their damage. Use bash to open them up for damage. Come on. Charge, 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 charge. So if they're stunned, I can then actually get normal hits in. Really nice. Let's hope I can kill one of them. Goodness, I have Kolbjorn. That stun is really good. I can't believe how long the challenges are already. Like, I would expect like the last 5 or something to take an entire stream. Not like... not all of them. The Archer's Bane. Ooh, we get to finally see what the Archer's Bane does. Perform powerful strike that causes 250% damage on a single target when activated. Empire's Bane deals 125% damage to Empire and ranged enemies. Ignores defense. And it does a normal riposte. Reflect 15 projectiles with a shield that can reflect. Oh, heck yeah, let's actually equip that. That has a token. Road. I want to actually see if I can get more health. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna die. Barely.
I cannot imagine how your headstone will look should you manage to get eaten by an herb.
I love the dealer's voice acting by Anthony Scordy. Let's actually I want health, and we have so much stuff to give. Elusive Charm? Now let's get rid of the Elusive Charm. 15 health. 10. I like how I have so much health. Or such a surplus of health. There's my shield. Upgrade the armor. We still don't have a helmet, actually. Not another Mire. Greed of Silencer and Anarchist of Greed versus 3 of Frost or Berserker of Frost. Who do we fight, the Thieves or the Raiders? I have a better chance against the Raiders, I can tell you that right now. Like, Thieves can currently still destroy me. Alright, let's go fight the Raiders. I normally only do 8 to 10, because that's my best time streaming, but I can usually... I can stretch it out, but usually after uploads and such occur and downloads happen. Ooh. Archer's Bane. There are none so hated by infantry as archers. Small wonder this weapon is prized by them. That's a nice looking sword. And I do not have Kolbjorn. I completely... One of the first things they have you fight is actually, well, it's actually Thieves they have you fight first, but for some odd reason I became more adept fighting the Northerners. And I don't know why. No! Did he fall in the swamp? He fell in the swamp. Swim for treasure! Nice, 16. And the Gambler's Jewel, nice. That's actually a really good one. And an ambush. Well, now I regret throwing the ring. The Trapper of Frost actually snares you, so you can actually be paralyzed. Come on. Charge, charge, charge. That will happen. Bad day, bad day. Oh, come on. Thankfully, trappers aren't very aggressive. But they can still do their damage. Way too much unnecessary damage on that. Free food. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, I'll take it. It'll prevent me from starving.
I wonder how the bards will sing your songs when the time comes. There's going to be a lot to leave out, I think.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Who do you want me to fight? You want me to fight some Northerners, the Empire, or thieves? My reward will be dependent on how quickly I beat them. The faster I beat them, the bigger the reward. Okay, I want the Empire. If we get a... Let's see who we fight as with the Empire. Or a Steel and a Captain of Steel. That's gonna be interesting. So I gotta bash his armor off then. Actually, I gotta bash all of them. Oh right, I have the Archer's Bane. I completely forgot about that. Bash his armor off. Damn it. Come off it. Enemies attack. Sword does bonus. Yes, it does. The Archer's Bane does bonus damage to the Empire. Captains attack really quickly, though. I'm starting to learn that. They're pretty much attack just as fast as thieves. Reveal counter cards. Goblin Town. More gold. Probably be useful in Goblin Town. Following the goblin's instructions, you walk through the snow, then marsh. Then under an old oak tree, you crawl through dirt tunnels lit by shafts of sunlight until you emerge on a paved road deep underground. Up ahead, you see a bright green glow. You are no longer alone. Goblins scurry from adjoining tunnels and greet you on the path. You are swept along the crowd until the tunnel broadens into a vast cavern encapsulating a small city. Goblin Town! Green lanterns cast the streets in a murky light. Crowds of goblins go around their business while hooded figures lead rodent-like beasts of burden to market. In the distance, a mountain of gold glitters enticingly. Lines of goblins are arrayed around it like spokes of a wheel. What do we want to do here? Do we want to explore Goblin Town, or... Those are oddly congenial goblins. It has been 100 years. Their civilization has clearly improved. Alright, I see. Explore Goblin Town. Oh! That's one heck of a card draw. We could fail to explore Goblin Town. Hey, this is our first time going through this card, so it's okay. It's all about the best of luck. Oh my god, you two are really good at picking your cards. An ancient goblin, wrinkled as a prune, is selling an array of teas down the bank of the pungent river that runs through the town. He places a bag in your hand and shakes his little head when you offer payment. I am happy knowing that the tea will either strengthen you greatly or kill you. Suddenly, urgent horns blare in alarm throughout the city, reverberating off the cavern walls. Goblins and hooded folk alike drop to what they're doing to rush toward the exit tunnels or jump into portals popping up here and there. The ground rumbles underfoot as a choking black gas begins to seep into the cavern. You pack your things and hurry towards the nearest exit. You stop to assist an old, enfeebled goblin, lifting him over your shoulder for safety. There we go. And 10 food. And a health potion, thank you. Thank you for the blessings. Unfortunately, we never got a helmet. Unfortunately, so that means we probably actually won't succeed in the challenge. Yeah, I don't think you'll upgrade it. Yeah. Maybe? Yep, you have to actually, find a helmet. That's... Well, I'll be here a little longer, but if you can't make it back, I'll be heading to the town of Brayden next. Maybe I can... Oh, maybe I might be able to go back to him. Ask for supplies, ask for a longer life, or ask for gold. So this is the old maiden. This used to be the maiden card, but it's changed. So I can actually basically ask for an item, or... It might be food. No, it's food. It's food. It's not gear. So it's food, longer life, or health, or gold. It's not gonna be gear. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. It's food. This is a food, health, or gold card. Food will not give me health. You guys want me to ask for food? I think this time I'm gonna be actually I'm gonna be overriding the vote. 5 health. 5 health is 5 health. I'll take it. Oh my goodness. I'm actually surprised we haven't come across, the helmet. Yeah, you're right. You would be right, Trinity. I was also hoping for a helmet, but I realized, wait a minute, Old Maiden needs... I picked that card for the health gains. I think I should fight the Empire, personally, because I have that, and I see number 2. Oh, charge into them. Oh! Go. For you. Nope. Darn it. Oh, come on. Ah, darn it, the reach of the lance. Wasn't able to dodge out of the way. So much dice. Oh my god, really? Need to die. And I still failed. Great. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to get some gear. Well, we're not there yet. Oh, an ambush. That's a big ambush. That's a lot of soldiers. I don't have Kolbjorn. Oh, this is gonna be painful. This is why I think they went a little overboard with the soldiers. Plus, they're making you do too much now. What? Nope. Ah, come off it. No. Like, I hate that I bash and I'll, like, still get punished for it. Deflect 15 for the token. Yeah, that's a work in progress. Thankfully, it's through multiple playthroughs. It doesn't have to be done in a single session. So every single deflect adds up. Gain 8 fame, 5 food. More food. Ugh. Could sell food. Maybe I can camp, actually. Can I buy anything? Can I buy the helmet? I could buy... Oh my god, I could buy the helmet. Fine. Double Cardinal Blade. I should have been doing that the entire time. Yeah, I'll use this. I'd rather use it now. You know what? I just realized I should have taken the Oswin's Goblin's uncle. Where the hell? Awesome. I'll should hit the 60 from there. We're out of here. I'm sorry, that was way too many enemies. Okay, so what you just see there, a Shade, a Spire of Blight, and a Blight of Affliction. Those are some of the strongest enemies I've fought in this game so far, and I don't want to fight all 3 of them at once. Because the Shade is a boss. I'm sorry, but I am just cowering out on that one. There's no amount of health that would assist me in such an endeavor.
When even the fires of creation are destroyed, what new wonders can enter the world?
You spy a column of smoke in the distance, wreckage strewn across the road, alerts you to the fate of the traveling forge. You rush to the forge and find Anders sitting on a wooden stool amidst the debris, startled but otherwise okay. Ah, he says, looking up. I was hoping you'd find me here. The ogre Draknar ambushed the forge while I was traveling to Brayden. I'm fine, he continues. The forge can be rebuilt. It's Ari that I'm worried about. She stormed off in a rage. Her heart is in the right place, but I fear she is no match for Draknar by herself. Oh, I almost forgot. He'll probably be needing this. Is that enough? 65. Yep, that's enough. I'm afraid the forge is in no state to assist you further in this quest, he explains. Now please stop Ari before she does something foolish. You thank the smith and set off towards the ogre's lair in search of Ari. I'm just gonna call her Ari from now on. And we're dealing with thieves. It's a little late for that, but... it's a 50-50. Number 4. Alright. Success. So what this, the Dealing with Thieves, they'll actually give you, they'll add 2 new cards to the deck. So the Health Tonic, that'd be nice, and we'll add the gold, just in case we find somewhere to go, or something to do. Another ambush, god damn it.
Your artifact is empty now, and will be of little use to you here.
Thank you for letting me know, dealer. Oh, this is Captain. I forgot about him. Oh, block that. What? No. No! Oh, that's so fast. Ah, darn it. Actually, I need to kill him. That should finish him off. Bloody Empire soldiers. I still have to fight the ogre too, that's the worst part. Food, please give me health. Oh, this is the worst.
Once I viewed the role of fortune teller with contempt. Since my recovery, I have needed to pose as one at times in order to make a living. Now that I understand them far better, I loathe them even more.
So this is the Soothsayer, this is one of the cards I added. Basically you pay gold to learn of your fortune. The soldiers are only doing 3 damage now thanks to your armor. Yeah, but still, I lost a lot of health from that. I'm gonna pay the gold and learn my fortune here. You hand over the coins and they vanish into the woman's robes. She focuses on you, thinking for a moment, and tells you the outcome of your quest. Armory. Gain 1 equipment from 2. More tidings. Lose food. More armor. More gold. Loss of food. Injury. More tidings again. Nope. Nope. Forget that. Thank you, Soothsayer. Soothsayer's that's actually a really good one. But that's not what we want. Dark alleyways. I've never seen a 3 of Arcane before. That is so many enemies. Forget that. Oh, I have to choose one of them. So, basically, this is a forced fight. Either I fight the boss, the 3 of Arcane, the Affliction, and Blight for a locked chest that has unknown contents, or I go towards the Unguarded equipment, which is the Exquisite Blade. Which then I will fight another set of enemies that the dealer will pick from the deck. I would think number 2 might be the better answer. Like, out of the 2. I'm hoping. So we take the blade. Oh my god, we are just out of cards. That is literally what's the problem. We have to fight the Shade no matter what. I can't believe the Shade's actually in the deck. We literally ran out of things to fight. Wraith. Spurned eternally by rage and sorrow. Wraiths can drain life with an unavoidable spell. Attack them to quickly stop the effect. God, that AoE! Nope, we're dead. Nope, that boss. God, this is ridiculous.
Perhaps different arms would find you faring better, or more skills.
Yep. Well, we hit the wall. That's actually a surprise. We hit the wall, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. I'm trying to think what... Well, okay, I know what encounters we can actually remove. At least somewhat. I think the Soothsayer, that was actually a decent one. Get rid of Dark Alleys. I'm gonna end the stream, but I've definitely... You can see, like, this is definitely the game at its meanest, because in the original, they actually did have a curse item that prevented you from healing from food. Like, this is the one mission where basically you have to really know what you're doing. And you have to be really, really good at the combat, because the only way you can heal is through healing items, and not through food. And food is normally the way you heal. So, the strength challenge is definitely extremely difficult. I mean, what was it? I failed on the lovers too, but I let the potato farmer actually die. So if a boss card shows up and you defeat it and then is removed from the enemy deck, exactly. So pretty much all of the enemies that we fought through these challenges that we did, or challenges strength, they're part of a deck that the dealer will draw from. And there's different classes of enemies. So you saw that there's Blight, there's Undead, there's Steel, which is the Empire, Frost, which is the Northerner, Greed, which is the Thief faction. So there's all these different enemies that you fight, but they're all consisted in the dealer's deck that get added to the deck that you have built yourself. So this is the deck, this is your part of the deck, and the dealer will have his set. And each different challenge will have very specific sets of cards and encounters. The encounters are marked, so like all the swamp challenges and such, those were actually part of the dealer's deck and not mine. So things like all the gear and supplies, like I was able to choose. So pretty much like all the gear that we actually encountered through the challenge, that was me putting the stuff in the deck. While all the enemies and the swamp encounter stuff were specialized encounters for this strength challenge. But I'm able to add other ones as I progress as well. And I can make them as hard or as easy as I want them to be. So I could like pick something like the Market Thief. I could lose food and gold, but just play a game of chance for a future token. There's the Trading House. You know, I can add that. But like I said, a lot of the stuff here is giving me food. There's also the Elder's Gift here, Arm Wrestling, Cartographer, which gives you gold, and thankfully the game now explains specifically what each of these cards actually do, compared to the first. So, like, if anything, actually one thing I want to do Exploding Doodads, because that'll recharge my artifact, and Healing Spirits is an artifact. That will actually give me a lot more health. So you have to be really conscious about what you're picking. Like, Fork in the Road actually would be a pretty good one if the map was a lot bigger. Like, actually, No Much Exchange would probably be another good one to have as well. See, now that I know the Goblin Town, gain gold, gain food, equipment, or I could lose life. So that's something I probably don't want in this challenge here. I would probably want Gnomish Exchange, because that could actually give me anything. Same thing with the Lost Boy. That actually would be a pretty good one, too. Like, anything with the Bleeding Heart is what I would actually want. Which is why I chose, like, all of these here. Like, dealing with these, I kept that in because it gives you, it can give me a health increase. So you want to be very picky on what you actually want to get. But as you can see, there's not many cards right now that are exactly giving me healing. Like, I think the only one that actually gave me healing, and I don't think I saw it, was the Friendly Innkeeper. Unless I skipped it. I think actually we encountered it extremely early on, and we used the health. So it's like we want to get things that actually give me gold, or give me gold and health. Are the two things that matter. Food matters, but it seems like the game will also... The game does try and give you a certain amount of leeway to make sure you can actually get through it, but for the most part, though, you have to pick your encounters very strategically as the game progresses. But this is End of Fate 2. Like I said, it's a good game. You spent all your gold on health and ran out of food at the Innkeeper. Yeah, okay, yeah, and I lost like 20 health by accident because I didn't camp as well. That was also one of my big screw-ups as well. But if anything, I'll try this tomorrow. We will actually redo the strength challenge. Like I said, I plan to show beating the game on stream. So if anything, we'll go through the strength challenge. We'll kind of do a speed-up version. As you can see, even if you kind of speed through everything, the challenges get longer and longer and more difficult. And each challenge has their own particular goal that you want to try and fulfill. But other than that, though, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've actually enjoyed it. Like I said, I like Hand of Fate. I think it's a really good game. I like the Twitch integration, as I said multiple times before. But for now, let's take a look and see who else is actually currently streaming right now. Actually, I have two people streaming right now. There's actually Flackblag. He's actually already playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, the Battle Royale. He's probably on the test server since they added vaulting in that. The game looks fun. You gotta go get it. Yeah, this game just came out. It came out this week, so it's on a 10% sale, so it's $3 off. So it's $27 instead of $30. And there's also Smite, who's streaming Super Mario Odyssey, so go check either one of them out. I'm probably going to give a host to Flackblag, because I don't want Super Mario Odyssey spoiled. I still haven't gotten all my accessories, particularly the screen protector, for my Nintendo Switch. I plan on playing through that myself on my own time. But once again, though, thank you very much for watching. MechaGM, thank you very much for the host. That's a good emote you've chosen there. That is a really good emote. I'll send you Big Bad Wolf's name and such, because he's really into D&D and stuff. I'll send you a couple other people I know that also, they kind of do stuff, they do stuff together. But until then, though, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and until then, take care.